Get ready with me to serve cutie pie face card. I personally feel like everything nowadays is about looking snatched and almost pulling your face back in order to get that snatched look. You can see this in the trends of blush placement, the cat eye effect, and the makeup that looks good on me is not that sort of makeup. I actually saw a creator recently speak about this online. Her name is Jamie Jane Hira. She has a TikTok that was about embracing soft features, and I really appreciated her take on this whole thing. So that being said, please work with your anatomy, not against it, because what looks beautiful on you might not look beautiful on the next person, and that is okay. So that all being said, I started my skincare to perfect this look because the dewy base really gives you a softer, more natural looking finish, which I really appreciate. And then I actually went in with the Glossier skin tint, and I know this is not everyone's favorite, but quite literally, I just like the finish that it gives. I'm not looking for a ton of coverage here. The coverage of this look really comes from my spot concealing placement. I'm currently using the Merit Beauty Concealer in Ceramic. I think it's a fine concealer. I feel like it's medium coverage. It's not too crazy or anything like that. I'm not a huge fan of Merit Beauty practices, but it is something that I do have to use up before I can buy my next concealer. My personal recommendations for a drugstore concealer for this look probably have to be the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, because I feel like that's a really strong dupe for the NARS Creamy concealer. I feel like both of those will work really well for this look. And now it's time for the literal star of the show. This is the ColourPop blush stick in 25-8. This is one of my favorite colors that they have in their blush sticks. Notice when I'm applying it, I'm not dragging it back up my cheekbone. I'm just keeping it concentrated onto the apples of my cheeks. Kind of tell from this clip, I'm like patting it in, not dragging it back. I'm just keeping it in that circular little like bouncy part of my cheek. You can essentially do this with powder blush as well. The technique is the same. You just want to keep that blush in that apple area. I also really like matching my blush to my lipstick shade. So that being said, I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk with the Pillow Talk in also the medium color as well to add some depth. Next, I'm just moving on to my lashes. This is pretty self-explanatory. I have a very advanced lash routine, so let me know if you guys ever want to see it. It's a huge and long process. It's probably the longest part of my routine, but yeah, I think that it helps this whole look kind of tie together. So I'm just going in with a little spoolie brush, combing them through, and then I'm using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise in waterproof because I have stick straight lashes. So the waterproof mascara basically helps them stay up all day, which I think is a really important part to this look. I love it when my lashes look long and tall and all that good stuff. So here I am just finishing up my routine on the other eye. I'm just switching on over. Finish this look with voluminous curls, and that is how I go about enhancing my cutie pie face card.